kitten cats. So today is Saturday the 19th. I'm headed off to Katie's gym this morning. I have some back and biceps today, but I'm also starting off with some cardio because today is going to be one of my cardio days. I spent the morning, it's around 10 o'clock right now, I spent the morning actually looking at old videos. First of all, trying to decide if I want to do Vlogmas again, which I'm like on the fence about. It was last year, it was fun, it was great, it was a great experience, but it was also like really stressful trying to upload a video every day. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna handle the whole Vlogmas situation. But also looking at old videos because I wanted to get some programming ideas because it has been 4 weeks since I started the program that I've been doing. So one of my housemates just left, sorry, I was waving at her. But it's been 4 weeks that I've been doing the past programming that I've been doing, so I do want to switch it up a little bit. And I look at past videos to get some ideas. So you guys always ask me if I'm ever gonna weightlift again, so Olympic lift again. And I'm kind of interested in incorporating some of the movements again. I do variations mostly with grip in my programs now. Like I'll use snatch grip for a lot of things, or I'll take, you know, like cloak off presses, front cloak off presses, or snatch grip rows, things like that. But I'm also semi-interested in maybe potentially trying to incorporate cleans again. Probably not snatches, but cleans, because I really like cleans. And just like watching those videos, I kind of miss that style of training, but not enough to fully go back to it. So I think I'm gonna try and like mesh what I do now with that and see how that goes. So y'all will be along for the ride for that. I want some more. Obviously bodybuilding is my main focus, my main passion. That's what my programming is tailored to help. But I also want to add in a bit more of an athletic aspect again, because that was really fun. And I definitely think my physique benefited from it, because when you train like an athlete, you look like one. So that's what's going on today. Let's have fun. Ghost in the wind, crying, where do I belong? I was like, oh, just please let this work out. Bring super glue. I don't have super glue. So Chasten picked up, he lucked out with 3 extra chicken sandwiches, he said? Chicken biscuits?
Just 2.
This is turning into Planet Fitness super fast. Alright guys, what's up? I'm here in the office at KH. I'm gonna drink my protein. I've had a couple questions on why I drink protein after my cardio and before my lift. I just prefer to do my cardio fasted. I don't like having food in my stomach that early in the morning or while I do cardio. So I do my cardio fasted, but I do want to get something in my system before I lift, just to make sure we are optimizing everything. So I drink my shake after my cardio before I lift. And then I just wait a little while and then drink my pre-workout even closer to when I lift. So I just chill after I drink my shake and write out my training, and it's just like my nice little gym routine. So that is why I do that.
From the girl who made you soup and tied your shoes when you were hurting. You and I
had no whip and a lot of knurling. That's fun. All the time. If you guys are new, I used to Olympic weightlift pretty much every day as part of my training. Then I started to just not like it, so I stopped doing it because you shouldn't train in a way that you don't enjoy. But I just stopped enjoying it, and lately I have been missing it a little bit. Not enough to fully pursue it again because, like I said, bodybuilding is my main goal, it's my main passion. But I do enjoy the movements, so I want to start incorporating them a bit more again. And like, looking good is great and everything, but part of the joy of training is being strong. And so I'm just really trying to get strong again. Not that I'm not strong as is, but like with surgery and everything, kind of had to put that on the back burner just so that I could get movement patterns back and allow for recovery and whatnot. But now that I'm in a good spot to, you know, do a little bit more and to incorporate more movements and a little bit more athleticism, I'm gonna do that. Another thing I love about weightlifting and just heavy barbell movements in general is it's very humbling. You know, I can toss around little 25-pound dumbbells all day, but this guy will tell you what you're made of. So, not the best, but you know what, that's why we do it, is to get better. And like I said, when you don't do something, you lose it. So I'm trying to get it back and incorporate it in a way that works to further me as a bodybuilder, you know? So that's where we're at. Kind of sucked, very humbling, but we all need humble. So whether it's by the Lord or by the barbell, we need humble. So just eating up some dinner here. I got some egg whites with ketchup and then some veggies and red potatoes and coconut oil. So it's about 6 o'clock. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go with Katie and Hayden and then Chasten, which is Hayden's brother, and his fiance Erin, to go see Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. But I'm so excited. So I'll show you guys what I'm wearing once I'm done eating. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this real quick and then I gotta get out of here. All right, so I'm wearing a gray turtleneck from Target, little necklace from Forever 21, my Burberry scarf, and then this jacket, it's like a draped trench coat, is from Forever 21. Topshop jeans, and then these heeled over-the-knee boots from Urban OG. Then I have on my brown leather strap movement watch. This is one of my favorites. Neutral, as always. And I like the blank face, how it doesn't have numbers on it. So yeah. Whoever came up with the thing that mixing neutrals was bad, they're eating their words now. That's the phrase they would use. So I'm gonna head out and I'm so excited. Oh, Harry Potter was my entire childhood, so I'm really bummed. Okay, bye. What's up, you guys? So it is Sunday. First of all, so I'm filming an outro clip right now. First thing on this outro clip is Fantastic Beasts was so good. And I was literally smiling like an idiot for over half the movie because anything Harry Potter related just makes my heart really happy. Like, that was my childhood growing up. Actually, fun fact, when we dress up to go see Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 in theaters, I cried when the theme song started playing. Like, cried. Not full on Kim K ugly cry, but I definitely, there were some tears because it felt like my childhood was ending. So I've been waiting for this moment forever. And so the thing that I actually wanted to leave you guys with this video, I tell you guys I always want you to learn something or have something valuable to take away. So obviously there's a workout in this video, wahoo, we do that all the time, but something that I did want to share with you guys was some of my favorite podcasts, because I've been getting a lot of questions, especially recently, about podcasts that I listen to. And another reason why I want to talk about podcasts is because they are a free resource, a free educational resource, or a free motivational resource. Like, they don't cost you anything. So podcasts are great, especially if you're on like a long drive or a long flight. I love them. So number one favorite podcast, and this is not like in any particular order, but one that I absolutely love is Jeff Nippard's IceCream4PRs Podcast. Shameless plug, I was on an episode, so you should listen to that one first. But Jeff Nippard's IceCream4PRs Podcast is definitely a favorite. He does a lot of really great educational, informational content, especially his roundtable episodes are some of my favorite. But he talks about a lot of topics in the bodybuilding and strength world, so that is a great one. And I will link all of these below, and I'll pop like little pictures up on the screen of what their icons look like. But then another one is the Brute Strength Podcast. So I had the pleasure of meeting the Brute Strength Podcast host, Mike Caju, at the Arnold back in 2015. All around, he's just an amazing guy, and I really love his podcast because he talks about everything. He talks about, you know, CrossFit, weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding, everything. But then the reason why he's on my favorites list is because he also talks a lot about mental things like meditation, mindfulness, and then sports psychology topics. So it's not just the physical, but he addresses the mental, which is such a huge part about being an athlete. That is why Brute Strength is one of my favorite podcasts. And Mike is just a great person in general, and like Brute Strength is freaking awesome. So that is another one. That's the Brute Strength Podcast. Another one that I really love is Iraki Nutrition. Actually, Chanel introduced this podcast to me, but Iraki Nutrition, with Juma Iraki, it's another one really similar to Jeff's, just talking about a lot of relevant topics, but especially not just in bodybuilding and, you know, strength sports, but in sport performance in general. He and his subjects talk about things in all areas of sport, whether that's physique sports or performance sports. So I really love that one. So thanks, Chanel, for introducing me to that. And then another one, hold on, I have my podcast up here. Oh, you guys, I've gotten a lot of questions recently about the Christian podcast that I listen to, the sermons that I listen to. That is Southland Weekly Message. That's a church based out of Lexington, Kentucky, actually. Katie introduced me to that last winter. So Southland Weekly Message, that is the spiritual podcast that like I love. It's just podcast recordings of their services, and they're very amazing. They're really easy to listen to, and they're very digestible, but they're also extremely relevant, like hits you hard messages. So that's what I love about it. And then they haven't posted one in a while, but Physique Science Radio, that's Lane Norton's podcast. That's just been a favorite for years. So if you haven't listened to his yet, like I said, they haven't posted anything since August, but they're really great ones to listen to. It's Physique Science Radio, so they focus on physique sports and topics relevant to that. Those are some of my favorite podcasts for you guys. I hope you listen to some of them and like them. If you do, let me know, and feel free to leave a comment below some of your favorite podcasts. And that is gonna be the video for today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like the content. It also just helps me as a creator. Leave a comment below. Let me know of anything you'd like to see in the future. And I hope everyone has a very happy Thanksgiving and you enjoy your time with your family. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, love you. Bye.